under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome. Good to see a good crowd again. All meeting to order. We need to add to the agenda the pipes, plumbing, heating system in this building.
I'll make that motion to approve the agenda with that addition, if there isn't any more.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Approve the minutes, November 25th.
I think everything is correct except the very beginning. As I was vice chair last week, there is no way that I moved to to approve the minutes. I don't know who did, Rick seconded them.
I approved
I
them.
think Sandy did.
Yeah.
I did.
Very technicality, but it, so with that, I think everything else is fine. I would make a motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. General public concerns. Anybody here wants to talk? Moving on. Let's move down to the bottom. Accept and place on file the community and family resources and the Richmond Center financial report. Ending June 30th.
This is the annual report we get every year. I don't. How about?
We have to copy it?
I don't think so.
Let's see.
I can pass it around.
No, I was gonna say, I read it or yesterday, I was looking at it on the
Online.
computer.
Yeah, me too.
Nothing's out of ordinary, other than they got more buildings and
Hmm.
more clients and they know what to do with, and so it's busy.
Think that's all the organizations and
Seems like it.
more services.
No, it's all out.
Got a pretty good sized budget.
Yeah. Their monthly claims, I think, this month is 200 plus,
Yeah.
but when there's umpteen buildings that they're running and taking care of that many people, it's.
Who do they have?
Well, now they have a shelter in Fort Dodge and the Des Moines, or the Fort Dodge building there next to Tom Thumb. Then they have one in, also a center in Webster City. Now they have one in Iowa City and Des Moines. With
That's-
other.
Been what, 2 years now they took that out?
So they have plenty of, and they're looking to build in the Des Moines area. Trying to get some grants to help them facilitate that. Hopefully that's not our heating system.
Oh, not
I
either.
told you it's going bad.
That don't sound good.
I think they must be hammer drilling something.
Yeah, knock
Kind of
something
makes,
apart.
yeah.
Assets of 30 per million.
I would make a motion to accept it.
I'll second that motion.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Approve amendment to Class C liquor license with outdoor service and Sunday sales for the Humboldt County Country Club. Allowing sales December 6th and 7th at the Country Club, or Humboldt County Fairgrounds. They're moving their liquor license for a day. 2 days.
It looks like everything's in order on that. Did you say, Trish?
Yeah.
I would make a motion that we approve that.
I'll second that.
And they have to have their country club shut down when they move their license.
Oh, do they?
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, I'm guessing there'll be very few golfers that day.
I would
Yeah,
not-
chances
very few.
are.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
What's
Oh,
going on?
carried.
Must be a wedding or something.
No, I didn't think about that. Okay.
Approved quote for 2025 roadside weed control from B&W Control Specialist. Same as last year.
Unless it's what Nate dropped off last week.
Mhm.
He gave us a good, discussion about it,
Yeah,
be able to move
I
forward.
think he's stepping into his dad's spot real well.
He's done really good. It's been a couple, 3 years now that he's had to take over and he's really gotten better every year with the management part of it. And like he said, this is, and you think, well, anybody that's been here, even back in the day with Don on the brush control and drainage districts quotes, I don't recall that he ever went over a quote.
No,
So it's just, something to approve. Then he gets a stamp, he has it on file and he's able to get everything moving forward for next year, so.
yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the quote from B&W weed control specialist.
I'll second Rick's motion.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Send it back to me. That quote, he's been well, you know, taking through and.
Yeah.
And then he has.
I'll get this thing.
Yeah. He has it on file. His insurance.
Okay.
For his insurance, so he's probably.
All right. Courthouse heating and plumbing piping getting pretty old and we're bringing leaks.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how they're gonna fix it or they're gonna have to tear stuff up to get piping through them walls or whatever.
I have a question, means we changed all of those deals, do you suppose that has something to do with it?
Well, it could be the pipes are getting old and rusty on the inside and that could have changed the pressures on them. I don't know.
Could be just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, it could.
Just,
They're not regulating.
Okay, yeah, we
Yep.
need him for this.
Yeah, if,
That's why we're finding some of this stuff too, is things are starting to work differently.
possibly before they didn't work at all.
Right. Yeah, we sprung a leak downstairs behind the wall in the vault. And obviously wasn't noticed for a while, so it's gonna need some repair. I think that's what Nick's here for today.
It
Nick,
wasn't the vault with all our money in it, was it?
I haven't found that one yet.
Yeah.
Vault or money. But it, and there might be a couple, well, there's an issue on as you go up the stairs to the second floor, the heater that's on that landing is all encased in a brick,
Yeah,
casing, and then it has granite or marble in front of it. So they couldn't get to it to redo that part before. So we need to figure out how we can and still maintain its integrity of looks and,
is it just like heating all the time now?
oh, it's torturously hot upstairs, I guess. So then they have to, go back to shutting it off all the time and starting it back up, but
There's
There we go.
we
Yeah,
did.
come on in.
I just told them about the leak and the issue on the stairway one.
Oh, okay.
If you can elaborate.
Wednesday, we noticed, well, it was after I left on Wednesday. We noticed a leak downstairs by the vault door. It was bubbling the paint, softening the drywall. So I came back up here about 4 to 5 o'clock. And it's been, evidently it's been accessed before because there's a piece of plywood and they had it cut out and then a patch put in. I took the patch out, saw what was leaking. It was on the condensate return line. So I just shut the radiator down and Nick was scheduled to come up on Friday. I called him back up. Said, don't come up on Friday.
Yeah,
I got it covered. So, and I left the radiator or the boiler going all weekend. It maintained 85 degrees downstairs and 75 degrees in all the offices. Didn't vary a bit. Only problem we still have an issue with is that stairway one. And
and
that
that
overheats.
radiator shut down, is that in the vault?
The leak?
Yeah, for the one that's leaking, the one.
No, it's in the hallway,
It's the hallway one, okay,
right by the
across
vault door.
His door.
okay.
And I can patch that back up. He's down there working on it now. That's not a big
Okay.
deal to patch it up. So everything with the boiler is working the way it should work. Now we're maintaining temperature, blow it down in the morning and let her go. I ran it all weekend. The one in the stairway, we have no controls on it at all. And we can't get at the controls on the radiator without doing something with that
Yeah.
facade in the stairway. The only thing we could possibly do is try to tie into the line outside before it goes in and put a valve there. So we can control it. Cause that one, we couldn't take the pneumatic valve off
Mhm.
and we can't get at the steam lock. We put the big steam lock downstairs. That stopped all the steam coming back into the basement.
Okay,
So that issue stopped. And
So what's the temperature in that area? I mean, is it hot? Is it
downstairs in the
No,
boiler room,
hallway?
the one,
it's hot. I don't know what actual temperature is, but it's probably at least 15 degrees hotter than the offices are. It's uncomfortable if you have to spend a lot of time in there.
all right,
So we need to find some way just to control.
sounds to me like,
Ideally, if we can get into the line outside
yeah,
of that. I don't know if that's marble or what that is, but
we don't wanna be breaking through it, whatever it is.
no, if we do, then we gotta alter
A
the
lot of
whole
stuff.
appearance of that,
Mhm.
but. I mean, we could do something. I mean, there's other ways to make it look nice too, but. Right now it matches into everything, so we don't have to tear it up. I prefer not to.
So it'd be another one, was a manual control for that, and
Which is what we've got
got
on these
what we're
now.
doing with the other ones anyway, so.
And they're working really well. I've been tweaking them a little bit
Yeah,
every day and. So,
To get them not quite so hot, you mean, or
yeah,
working, yeah.
well, we can maintain,
Okay.
we can maintain a steady temperature,
mhm.
which is, that's our goal. That's what we're trying to do with this. So that we don't have to mess with it. The boiler's doing what it's supposed to do.
It cycles and,
It'll cycle up, it'll reach 5 PSI with the steam. And then it'll modulate down and it'll hold there. And then as we start losing some steam, it'll fire up, bring it back, then modulate back down. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. We should notice considerable gas savings in that this year.
What about the boiler room with the louvered fan thing?
You know, we haven't had an issue with the moisture and ice there like we did last year, but we got rid of the steam
got
coming
rid
into
of,
the
got rid
basement.
of a lot of that humidity.
And so as of right now, I'm not seeing any problems with that. I think that's something that we can leave alone.
Okay. So we can get this valve put on outside of the. I mean, that sounds like the best option to go ahead with.
Cause we're running full steam heat to that
Yeah,
radiator.
it's just cooking the hallway, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one. I don't know if there's somebody that could take the marble off and then cut into the brick behind it.
Yeah, the problem is we have the brick wall on the outside, then we have the radiator and plumbing, and then we have clay block wall. And then the marble on the outside of that.
Yeah, I'm getting that marble off without breaking it.
I don't know if you can do
I
that.
wouldn't touch that.
I wouldn't. No crack.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, somebody else could do it, but we break it in 14 different directions and
Yeah.
So, one issue is getting fixed today, that's the leak. The other issue that I have, active issue is,
we only took
Controls.
one issue. We want to only talk about one issue today. So you can't-
Here,
okay, that's fine, we got,
use
today,
that.
we're getting that issue fixed, so solved.
Evidently, that pipe evidently was bad years ago sometime and.
Well, it's a tight little fit and it comes off at a 45-degree angle off the condensate return pipe and then a 90 straight up, but it lays right against a corner. And I don't know if there's just enough vibration through the years and the hot and the cold, and there's a little pinhole there.
Yeah, okay.
But it was enough to soak the drywall and bubble the paint. So, but he's on it now and I'll get it patched up.
Right, that's good.
So if you did have another problem, what would it be?
If I had another problem,
Well, at one time we talked that the boilers were,
We got them all pretty.
we're
fixed
all
up.
good with them, so.
we have one, the low water where the pre-low water alarm, where it kicks the pumps back on, that has to be tweaked a little bit, but other than that, we don't have any issues. Yeah.
Well, good.
Everything's working good. Like I say, it ran from Wednesday through the whole weekend. I come up every
And
morning
it's been cold.
to blow it down, and that was it. Temperatures were, the offices were nice, just that hallway one. So,
I guess I just make sure that everybody in their office knows that they happen to notice a leak in
Yeah.
somewhere.
right,
To
yeah,
let us get you.
yeah, cause we got 90-some radiators and probably 700 connections and,
Yeah, there's a lot of 90s and 45s
yeah.
connections and.
But right now, I'm happy with the way it's going right now. It's such an improvement over what we had before that
Good.
it's been a while getting there, but
Well,
I think we've gone the right direction. I appreciate all the help you guys have given.
Let's just keep on
Support.
top of all of it, it's, we're just starting in the winter, so,
Yeah,
you know, if we're gonna have problems now. it's time to
Honestly,
have
it's a
them.
lot better news than I thought I was gonna get.
I
from
know,
you.
I thought it was gonna be much worse.
so
You replacing pipes and.
Yeah,
not yet, hopefully never.
okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
thanks, Paul.
Okay. Down to committee reports.
Well, I didn't have any official extra meetings last week. I did go out, one day, well, not a very warm day, we didn't have any, but checked on towards the end of digging ditch cleaning project on DD 11, which is getting right down to the end and it will get done for sure yet this year.
Who's doing that? Jeff?
Travis
Travis.
Peterson, yep.
Okay.
So it's a very far end, far branch of DD 11, so looks really good. Been good. There's gonna be, I think Travis wants to come in. He did, that portion he did and is about done with has gone very well. Other than some places have more dirt and silt than others, but he did find something further down that he didn't do that I think he wants to bring to our attention here in the near future. So, but that part of it, the digging is going really well, and he is, weather and everything permitting and temperature, probably be done this week. Somebody told me, so just to check that, and it's going along really well for it. So that's all I had last week.
I had no meetings this week.
Neither did I.
Die.
Normie. Quiet week.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other business to come before the board?
I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.